never pay to go, 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 go. You count is running out.
The grandfather clock is ticking slow inside this cold cyber room tonight, and I am watching every single fading second drop out of your toxic light. This digital world has taught me hard that time is life, but you made it freeze, leaving the proud independent queen shivering and crying on a cold bare knees. I see the text cursor blinking blue, but the connection is completely dead. Replaying all the bitter, darker algorithms that your dirty mouth smoothly said. I type out 40 lines of all the regret inside my open, bleeding chest. A slow burn cyber depression that won't let my mature spirit find any rest. You built your complete empire upon my kindness, step by calculated dirty step, leaving me alone to clean up every single painful secret that your encryption kept. I spend my late nights drowning inside this deep cyber regret database maze, too emotional, exhausted to even try and escape your dark manipulation phase. The indicator on the screen is flashing red, the bandwidth is completely running dry, and I don't even have the energy left to look up and ask the universe why. But tonight the firewall is up, the restriction is tight in the dark. I am protecting my core memories, saving my final unbroken inner spark. The clock is striking midnight, the green status light is turning into a pale winter gray, and I am executing your deletion file before the coming of the day. Yeah, time is running out. I'm counting all the fading seconds of my life tonight.
Counting the fading seconds,
Breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing on my heavy cyber depression fight. I am the techno funk storm, walking proud and powerful into the night. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy. This digital world has grown too cold. Time is life, and I am bailing out of all the beautiful lies you smoothly told. So let the kick drum stay silent, let the quiet room remain completely still. I am too damn tired to fight with the phantom pain that I used to feel. Tomorrow can wait forever. The darkness is being so comforting and kind, leaving all your toxic echoes far, far behind my independent country mind. No more midnight weakness, no more beautiful fake midnight tears. I'm clearing out the cache of all those wasted, empty, lonely years. My raspy voice is a growl cutting through the dark, heavy neon smoke. Look at the digital chains that you're cold, leaving finally broke. The static on the line is changing into a beautiful, quiet and hollow dust, and I am finally moving forward, leaving all your broken and shattered trust. Goodbye to the code. I am counting all the fading seconds of my life tonight.
counting the fading seconds,
Breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing on my heavy cyber depression fight. I am the techno funk storm, walking proud and powerful into the night. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy. This digital world has grown too cold. Time is life, and I am bailing out of all the beautiful lies you smoothly told. shadow left me inside this gloom. I touch my own pale cold cheek, tracing the tracks of the electronic line, realizing that your dark manipulation has finally crossed over my borderline. I spent too many months replaying all your beautiful dark calculated lies, while the cold cyber weather was washing the color right out of my eyes. You pull my mature spirit down smoothly, step by bitter calculated step, replaying every single dark and painful secret that your encryption kept. The phone upon the table is flashing blue against the dark wooden wall, but I feel absolutely nothing tonight. I'm not answering your manipulative call. The subtle synth notes are falling cold, just like the heavy winter lead outside, washing off the footprint of the miserable path where my identity died. No more emotional loops, no more living inside your invisible cage. The countdown has reached absolute zero, and I am turning to a blank page. The system is overloading, the bandwidth is too dry to hold the frequency, and I am executing your deletion file, wiping out your toxic currency. Yeah, let the gear stop. The clock is so cold and numb on the wall tonight. Breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear this archival ghost squeak, singing all my heavy cyber depression. completely dead, and I am safely leaving your matrix before the coming of the day. Goodbye to the wasted hours. Broken soul. Inside the matrix. Just a 45 BP. Hypnotic, dragging rhythm. Digital trench tonight, inside the muddy cold autumn ground, underneath the weeping cyber willow tree, where there is absolutely no one around. I'm dropping all your golden rings, your old data logs, and your yesterday files, washing off the painful memory of the miles I walked through those fakes and guiles. You spent too many months treating my life like a temporary cyber game. Left me with a broken spirit and a heavy pocket full of constant blame. But tonight the crossing over the permanent borderline. No reply from the BPM, hypnotic, dragging rhythm. Good night, world. System failure. Too hollow for the current frequency. Too hollow. The room is dim, the walls are closing in tight on my chest tonight, and I am losing my final battle with the cold, freezing midnight neon light. I open up my mouth, but there is no more liquid left to flow inside. The red fire inside my soul is finally burned out, leaving me nothing to hide. I touch my own pale, cold cheek, looking for a sign of the deep and heavy hurt. My spirit is as dry and dead as the midsummer western desert dirt. The record player is spinning slow, but the music has no more living sound. I'm just a quiet ghost, slowly hitting the cold rock bottom ground.
You built your empire upon my kindness. Step by calculated dirty step, leaving me alone to clean up every single painful secret that your encryption kept. The phone upon the table is flashing blue against the dark wooden wall, but I feel absolutely nothing tonight. I'm not answering your manipulative call.
The subtle sense notes are falling cold, just like the heavy winter leaf, erasing every single encryption that your dark manipulation smoothly bred. My raspy voice is steady now. I don't even look back at your track. futuristic neon clock is buzzing low and weak across the dark space. And I am watching your fake holographic pic standing right across my place. The strobe lights are flashing, but the minutes are starting to glitch and decay, replaying all the bitter loops of when our digital profiles used to play. I see the hologram of time changing colors, the pixels are starting to bleed, casting red stains across the floor, matching the dark poison that you feed. You thought your sudden departure would leave me burning in the Texas dirt, hoping I'd break down and crawl back to your toxic, constant, heavy hurt. Hell no, baby, I pull my black hoodie tight against the cold freezing air, reclaiming the database of my soul, formatting your digital nightmare. The subtle synth notes are falling cold, just like the heavy winter lead outside, washing off the footprint of the miserable path where my identity died. No more emotional weakness, no more living inside your invisible cage. My battery is found at zero charge, and I am turning over to a blank page. My raspy taste is a growl, cutting through the dark, heavy neon smoke. Look at the digital chains that you cold, leaving finally broke. The power switch is clicking down, the illusion is turning into a pale winter gray, and I am safely shutting down your server before the coming of the day. Yeah, time is bleeding. Yeah, time is bleeding. Oh, turn it off, the hologram of time is bleeding red tonight. The hologram of time breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing on my heavy cyber depression fight. I am the techno funk storm, walking tall into the morning light. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy, caught inside the bleeding red. Inside the bleeding red. The hologram of time is bleeding. Heavy pitch down. Heavy pitch down. Just the word for feet, 5 BPM, hypnotic, dragging rhythm. Disconnecting from the code. Inside this lonely cyberpunk bedroom gloom, the ultra slow cyber regret is written heavy across my pale and cold face. A slow burn reminder of your miserable, toxic and dirty database. beautiful, quiet, and a locked dust. And I am finally moving forward, leaving all your broken and shattered trust. Time is life, I am free. Oh, hear the static whispers of cyber regret tonight.
Cyber regret.
Drowning in the shadow, turning off the final light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing out light. Heavy in a fight, I'm trying to stay strong and powerful in the middle of the night. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy, cutting through the cyber regret. Oh, hear the static whispers of cyber regret tonight.
Cyber regret.
Drowning in the shadow, turning off the final light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing out light. Heavy in a fight, I'm trying to stay strong and powerful in the middle of the night. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy, cutting through the cyber regret. Static whispers of cyber regret. Deep sub bass drops, low sub pulse. Just the 40-45 BPM, hypnotic dragging rhythm. Good night, world. Sleep well. An old white ceramic mug is sitting completely cold upon the bedside wooden stand, and I'm just staring quietly down at the bare skin of my empty, trembling hand. I type out 40 lines of all the heavy hurt and cyber depression inside my open chest. A slow burn, matrix sadness that won't let my mature country spirit rest. I talk about your toxic loops away, your colder words slowly made me freeze. Leaving the confident, independent queen begging for mercy on a cold, trembling knees. But my thumb is staying completely frozen tonight above the green digital send key, knowing that your cold and fake encryption will never answer back to a girl like me. I spent too many midnights staring at the luminous blank phone text across the wall, wondering what kind of dark manipulation you're gonna lay out for my final fall. Your love was like a dangerous chemical leak deep inside my vulnerable mind, leaving a long bitter trail of broken promises and empty shadows far behind. But tonight the indicator's flashing bright red. The clarity is rising deep and clear. I am deleting the entire draft and history of every single midnight fear. No more emotional weakness, no more beautiful fake and miserable country tears. I'm clearing out the cache and the memory of all those wasted, empty, lonely years. Coffee is frozen to stone, the matrix light is turning into a pale winter gray, and I am executing your complete system file before the coming of the day. Let the time freeze. Oh, there's nothing left but frozen minutes inside a dark matrix tonight. Frozen minutes breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear the superior ghost queen singing on my heavy cyber depression fight. I am standing so proud and powerful in the middle of the dark night. Yeah, the rhythm is heavy, erasing all your toxic, dirty griever. Just a steady, dragging rhythm. Standing inside a glass telephone box, holding a cold black plastic phone, a terrifying and quiet reminder of how it feels to be truly old and alone. I put my last silver network second inside this old highway terminal stand, watching my reflection looking broken on the glass with a shaking hand. The dial tone is long and completely dead. No one is on the other line, and tonight I am strong enough to let the entire signal permanently die. I pull my flannel jacket tight against the chilly evening autumn air, realizing that your server is dark and you just don't even care. You built your empire upon my kindness, step by calculated dirty step, leaving me to clean up every dark and painful secret that you tightly kept. But tonight the indicators are red, the clarity is rising clear inside, washing off the footprint of the miserable path where my identity died. No more late night weakness, no more beautiful fake midnight tears. I am proud of the miles I walked through those wasted empty years. I dropped the receiver down, let it swing in the cold winter breeze, erasing your data encryption, clearing up my country memories. The coin is dropped, the screen is transitioning to total pitch black, and I am stepping out into the storm, and I am never looking back. Goodbye to the link. Holding the last network second in my pocket. Tonight, the last network second, breaking through the static, turning off your light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing out my heavy inner fight. I am the technophone storm, walking proud and powerful into the night. Yeah, the dragging rhythm is heavy. The last network second is gone. The last network second in my pocket, heavy pitch down, just a hypnotic dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm, dragging rhythm. I'm not making a noisy scene, I'm not waking up the sleeping neighborhood. I'm just slipping away from the mainframe, exactly like a real woman should. that you used to make me feel. I'm logging into the anonymous files, hiding my private network track, walking alone through the rainy dark web, and I am never turning back. The temptation is a ghost whispering close inside my ear tonight, hoping I turn around and surrender to the midnight fear out of sight. Counting down colors are turning into a pale gray, and I am erasing your encryption before the coming of the day. Yeah, the connection is timed out. The connection is timed out. Oh, it's just the last heartbroken frequency fading away tonight. Breaking through the static, turning off your dangerous light. Hear this ethereal ghost queen singing out my heavy inner fight. I am standing so proud and powerful in the middle of the night. Yeah, the tension is real, but I'm breaking the chain tonight. Releasing the last heartbroken frequency. Heavy pitch down. Just the steady upright bass. The music is slowing down. The cyber fire's turning cold inside the room. This is the final chapter of the tragic, toxic story told in the gloom. I hear your truck driving far away from my quiet country home, but I am no longer afraid of this dark, empty bedroom zone. The echo of your goodbye is bouncing off the interface wall, but it has lost the frequency to make my spirit fall. The gray dust is settling heavy on the front porch floor as I take a deep breath, smile, and close the front door. I don't feel no more anger, I don't feel no more fight tonight. The long depression battle is ending beautifully here in the light. I'm pulling the real velvet blankets up around my chin so tight, ready for the independent, peaceful country dreams to begin in the night. Every single bit of word you said is turned into old cold winter ash, going away slowly in the midnight static. An analog flash, yeah. Look at the silence, it's all that permanently remains, washing off the traces of all our past. Heavy pains, the static on the line is turning into a beautiful absolute silence, and I am finally safe away from your emotional and dark violence. Good night, past. Oh, it's an absolute system crash before dawn, fading in the dark. You left a broken soul, but you couldn't steal my spark. Hear this ethereal ghost queen weeping her last slow goodbye, drowning all our toxic history under the midnight western sky. Yeah, the fire is dead, just an absolute